bus rolling through a sleeping avenue, orange lights reflecting on the window view. I lean my head against the glass and watch the city drift like 1,000 tiny stories moving in slow motion. The seats are mostly empty now, just a few strangers lost in their own worlds. A student scrolling through old photos, a worker staring quietly at the road ahead. No one says a word, yet somehow it feels peaceful. The song in my headphone starts with a gentle piano, then a warm voice slips into the night. The kind of melody that doesn't ask for attention, it simply stays beside you. Outside, rain from earlier still shines on the pavement. Streetlights turning every puddle into gold. Cars passing through reflections like brush strokes across a painting. I think that's why I love evenings. Everything becomes softer, mistakes feel smaller, dreams feel closer. The city doesn't seem interested in rushing anymore. A cafe owner pulls down the final shutter. A couple shares fries outside a convenience store. Someone rides home with flowers in a basket. Little scenes gone in seconds, yet somehow unforgettable. The bus turns onto a quieter road. Buildings grow shorter, trees appear between apartment blocks. The skyline opens wider, and suddenly the moon comes into view. Bright, calm, unbothered, like it has nowhere else to be. I admire that, the ability to simply exist without needing constant proof of worth. The chorus arrives, smooth guitar, steady drums, a melody that feels like fresh air through an open window. I close my eyes for a moment, not to sleep, just to listen. The song feels familiar, even though I've never heard it before. Maybe some feelings don't need introductions, maybe they already know the way. A traffic light changes from red to green, the bus continues forward. The city keeps unfolding, one block at a time, one memory at a time. I remember summer nights years ago, walking home without checking the time. Talking about impossible dreams with friends, certain the future would be amazing. Funny thing is, the future arrived, not exactly how I imagined, yet somehow still beautiful, just in different ways. The rain begins again, only lightly, tiny drops collecting on the glass, turning distant lights into watercolor colors. Blue, amber, white, silver, everything blurred, everything beautiful. The next verse begins, a brighter rhythm now, more hopeful, more open, like standing at the beginning of a road instead of the end. I watch neighborhoods pass by, balconies filled with plants, laundry moving gently in the breeze. Warm lights behind curtains, evidence of ordinary lives. And ordinary lives are underrated, because that's where most happiness lives. Not in huge moments, not in perfect endings, but in familiar routines, comfortable spaces, people who know your name. The bus slows near a park, trees swaying beneath lampposts, wet pathway shining beneath the moon for a second. Everything looks like a movie scene. Then I realize maybe life already is one we just forget to notice. The music reaches another chorus, bigger now, yet still gentle, like confidence without arrogance, hope without pressure. The kind of feeling that stays long after the song ends. I smile at my reflection in the window, not because everything is figured out, not because every goal is complete, because tonight feels enough. This ride, this music, this rain, this city, the understanding permission to exist. The bus approaches my stop, the skyline growing smaller behind me, the playlist moving toward its final track. I stand up slowly, not wanting to leave the atmosphere behind, but knowing I don't have to, because some feelings travel with you. The doors open, cool air rushes in. The street is quiet, the rain has nearly stopped, and somewhere in the distance another song begins. The city keeps glowing, the night keeps breathing, and I keep walking with music in my ears, and absolutely nowhere I'd rather be. Late bus rolling through a sleeping avenue, orange lights reflecting on the window view. I lean my head against the glass and watch the city drift, like 1,000 tiny stories moving in slow motion. The seats are mostly empty now, just a few strangers lost in their own worlds. A student scrolling through old photos, a worker staring quietly at the road ahead. No one says a word, yet somehow it feels peaceful. The song in my headphones starts with a gentle piano, then a warm voice slips into the night. The kind of melody that doesn't ask for attention, it simply stays beside you. Outside, rain from earlier still shines on the pavement. Street lights turning every puddle into gold. Cars passing through, reflections like brush strokes across a painting. I think that's why I love evenings. Everything becomes softer, mistakes feel smaller, dreams feel closer. The city doesn't seem interested in rushing anymore. A cafe owner pulls down the final shutter. Couple shares fries outside a convenience store. Summer rides home with flowers in a basket. Little scenes gone in seconds, yet somehow unforgettable. The bus turns onto a quieter road. Buildings grow shorter, trees appear between apartment blocks. The skyline opens wider, and suddenly the moon comes into view. Bright, calm, unbothered, like it has nowhere else to be. I admire that, the ability to simply exist without needing constant proof of worth. The chorus arrives, smooth guitar, steady drums, a melody that feels like fresh air through an open window. I close my eyes for a moment, not to sleep, just to listen. The song feels familiar, even though I've never heard it before. Maybe some feelings don't need introductions, maybe they already know the way. A traffic light changes from red to green, the bus continues forward, the city keeps unfolding, one block at a time, one memory at a time. I remember summer nights years ago, walking home without checking the time, talking about impossible dreams with friends, certain the future would be amazing. Funny thing is, the future arrived, not exactly how I imagined, yet somehow still beautiful, just in different ways. The rain begins again, only lightly, tiny drops collecting on the glass, turning distant lights into watercolor colors. Blue, amber, white, silver, everything blurred, everything beautiful. The next verse begins, a brighter rhythm now, more hopeful, more open, like standing at the beginning of a road instead of the end. I watch neighborhoods pass by, balconies filled with plants, laundry moving gently in the breeze, warm lights behind curtains, evidence of ordinary lives. And ordinary lives are underrated, because that's where most happiness lives. Not in huge moments, not in perfect endings, but in familiar routines, comfortable spaces, people who know your name. The bus bus slows near a park, trees swaying beneath lampposts, wet pathway shining beneath the moon. For a second, everything looks like a movie scene. Then I realize maybe life already is one. We just forget to notice. The music reaches another chorus, bigger now, yet still gentle, like confidence without arrogance, hope without pressure, the kind of feeling that stays long after the song ends. A smile and my reflection in the window, not because everything's figured out, not because every goal is complete, because tonight feels enough. This ride, this music, this rain, this city, the understanding that beautiful moments don't need permission to exist. The bus approaches my stop, the skyline growing smaller behind me, the playlist moving toward its final track. I stand up slowly, not wanting to leave the atmosphere behind, but knowing I don't have to, because some feelings travel with you. The doors open, cool air rushes in, the street is quiet, the rain has nearly stopped, and somewhere in the distance another song begins. The city keeps glowing, the night keeps breathing, and I keep walking with music in my ears, and absolutely nowhere I'd rather be. Summer air hanging over the boulevard, traffic fading into the background noise. A playlist starts the second I step outside, and suddenly the whole night feels lighter. The sky's still holding on to a little blue, even though the sun disappeared an hour ago. The buildings glow softly above the streets, like the city forgot it was supposed to sleep. I take the long route home on purpose, no reason, no destination, just enjoying the extra minutes. A basketball court sits beneath bright lights, a few strangers finishing one last game. Their laughter echoes through the neighborhood, then drifts away with the wind. It's strange how happiness works. Sometimes it arrives as excitement, sometimes it arrives as peace. Tonight feels like peace, the kind you don't realize you need it. The music settles into a smooth rhythm, warm bass, bright guitar, a chorus built for open windows and late drives. The kind of song that makes every street look familiar, even when you've never been there before. I pass a row of tiny restaurants, owners chatting outside before closing, stacks of chairs waiting for tomorrow. The smell of food still lingering in the air. The city feels alive in a quieter way now, less crowded, more honest. The moon appears between two buildings, perfectly framed for a moment, then hidden again as I keep walking. Some things only last a second, that's part of what makes them beautiful. A cyclist glides past carrying a backpack, music leaking from one earbud, singing words nobody else can hear. Completely comfortable being himself, I admire that. The freedom to enjoy a moment without explaining it. The next verse begins, soft keys floating beneath the melody, the sound of possibility, not the dramatic kind, the everyday kind. The possibility of tomorrow being a little better, a little brighter, a little easier. The sidewalks shine from an earlier rain, reflecting signs from nearby shops. Red, blue, gold, white, the whole street looks painted, like somebody turned reality into artwork. I stop at a crosswalk, watching headlights move through the distance. Every car heading somewhere, every passenger carrying something invisible. Plans hopes, dreams, memories, worries, hope. We all carry entire worlds inside us, and most of the time nobody notices. The light changes, I keep moving, the night keeps unfolding. A train appears briefly beyond the skyline, its windows glowing like tiny lanterns, and vanishes behind a curve, leaving only silence behind. The good kind, the kind that makes room for thoughts. I remember being younger, thinking life would eventually reach a point where everything made sense, where every question had an answer. Now I think the beauty is somewhere else, in learning as you go, in discovering things slowly, in realizing uncertainty isn't always scary. Sometimes it's exciting, the breeze grows cooler, moving through the trees beside the road, leaves rustling softly above me, keeping time with the music. The chorus returns, larger now, more open, like a road stretching toward the horizon. The feeling is impossible to describe exactly. Part nostalgia, part gratitude, part optimism, mostly peace, the kind that settles into your chest and stays there. I walk past a small convenience store, its bright light spilling onto the sidewalk. Someone choosing snacks for a late night movie, someone else buying coffee before a long shift. Tiny moments, tiny routines, tiny pieces of life that somehow mean everything. The skyline sparkles ahead, not as a destination, just as scenery, and that's enough. Not every beautiful thing needs to be reached. Some things are meant to be appreciated from where you stand. The playlist moves toward its final section, the city grows quieter, the stars become easier to spot, one by one, appearing above the rooftops patiently. Without needing attention, I slow my pace, not because I'm tired, because I don't want the night to end too quickly. The air feels perfect, the music feels perfect, the moment feels complete, not because everything in life is perfect, not because everything in life is perfect, because this moment is for these few minutes. Nothing is missing, the final chorus rises through the headphones, bright, forward-flirting, effortless. And as I turn onto my street, with the city glowing behind me and the stars above me, I realize something simple. Maybe the best nights aren't the unforgettable ones. Maybe they're the ones that quietly remind you how good it feels just to be here. The cafe closed an hour ago, but the smell of coffee still lingers in the air. Streetlights draw long shadows on the sidewalk, and the night feels brand new somehow. I wander without checking the time, hands tucked inside a worn-out jacket. A song slips into my headphones quietly, like it doesn't want to disturb the evening. The first notes feel familiar, not because I've heard them before, because they sound like a memory. The city stretches beneath the sky, full of clouds, our edges glowing from distant lights. Everything looks softer after dark, like the world finally stopped trying so hard. A convenience store door opens and closes, a bell ringing for a second, then fading away. Someone leaves carrying instant noodles and a smile, ready to turn an ordinary night into comfort. I love little moments like that, the ones nobody posts about, the ones that don't look important until years later. The music finds its rhythm, a gentle groove, warm chords, a melody that feels like driving nowhere specific, just enjoying the road. A bus passes slowly through an intersection, its windows glowing against the darkness. For a second it looks like a moving living room, carrying people home, home. That's what this feeling reminds me of. Not a place, a feeling, the feeling of not needing anything else right now. The breeze moves through nearby trees, leaves whispering above the sidewalk. The sound mixes with distant traffic, creating a soundtrack. The city road itself, I walk beneath rows of apartment buildings, each balcony holding small details, plants, lights, laundry, evidence of ordinary lives. And ordinary lives are beautiful. They contain birthday dinners, favorite songs, inside jokes, late night conversations, and all the tiny things that become memories. The chorus arrives bright enough to lift your mood, soft enough to stay peaceful. The perfect balance, like sunlight through curtains on a weekend morning. I smile without noticing the way people do when they're alone. The honest kind of smile. The skyline opens up at the end of the street, tall buildings shining across the river, their reflections stretching through the water, breaking apart, coming together, breaking apart again. Nothing stays still, yet everything feels stable. Funny how that works. The future used to feel so far away. Now it feels like something happening gently. One day at a time, one decision at a time, one evening at a time. A cyclist rolls by, humming along to a song. Not perfectly, not quietly, just happily. And somehow that's inspiring. To enjoy things without overthinking them, to be present without analyzing everything. The next verse starts. Soft piano beneath the vocals, the sound of patience, the sound of trust, the sound of knowing the progress doesn't need to be loud. A train crosses somewhere beyond the skyline, its distant sound carried by the wind, then fading completely, leaving behind a calm silence. The kind that helps you hear yourself, not your worries, not your deadlines, yourself. The stars begin appearing through breaks in the clouds. Tiny lights scattered across the darkness. No competition, no urgency, just existing exactly where they belong. Maybe we're allowed to do that too. To stop measuring, to stop comparing, to stop rushing, and simply continue. The city grows quieter with every block. Restaurants closing, signs switching off, traffic thinning out. Yet somehow the night feels fuller, not emptier, full of possibilities, full of stories, full of unnoticed beauty. The final chorus arrives bigger than before, but still warm, still comfortable, still gentle. Like a reminder rather than a celebration. The reminder that life doesn't need to be extraordinary every day. Some days are meant for growth, some days are meant for effort, and some nights are meant for this. Walking slowly, listening carefully, breathing deeply, appreciating what already exists. I reach the end of the street, turn one final corner, and pause for a second. The skyline behind me, the music still playing, the cool air surrounding everything. And in that moment, with no grand revelation, no dramatic ending, no perfect answer, I feel completely at peace. Like the night gave me exactly what I needed, without me ever having to ask. closed an hour ago, but the smell of coffee still lingers in the air. Street lights draw long shadows on the sidewalk, and the night feels brand new somehow. I wander without checking the time, hands tucked inside a worn-out jacket. A song slips into my headphones quietly, like it doesn't want to disturb the evening. The first notes feel familiar, not because I've heard them before, because they sound like a memory. The city stretches beneath the sky full of clouds, their edges glowing from distant lights. Everything looks softer after dark, like the world finally stopped trying so hard. A convenience store door opens and closes, a bell ringing for a second then fading away. Someone leaves carrying instant noodles and a smile, ready to turn an ordinary night into comfort. I love little moments like that, the ones nobody posts about, the ones that don't look important until years later. The music finds its rhythm, a gentle groove, warm chords, a melody that feels like driving nowhere specific, just enjoying the road. A bus passes slowly through an intersection, its windows glowing against the darkness. For a second it looks like a moving living room, carrying people home, home. That's what this feeling reminds me of, not a place, a feeling. The feeling of not needing anything else right now. The breeze moves through nearby trees, leaves whispering above the sidewalk. The sound mixes with distant traffic, creating a soundtrack, the city road itself. I walk beneath rows of apartment buildings, each balcony holding small details. Plants, lights, laundry, evidence of ordinary lives. And ordinary lives are beautiful. They contain birthday dinners, favorite songs, inside jokes, late night conversations, and all the tiny things that become memories. The chorus arrives, bright enough to lift your mood, soft enough to stay peaceful. The perfect balance, like sunlight through curtains on a weekend morning. I smile without noticing the way people do when they're alone. The honest kind of smile. The skyline opens up at the end of the street, tall buildings shining across the river, their reflections stretching through the water. Breaking apart, coming together, breaking apart again. Nothing stays still, yet everything feels stable. Funny how that works. The future used to feel so far away, now it feels like something happening gently. One day at a time, one decision at a time, one evening at a time. A cyclist rolls by humming along to a song. Not perfectly, not quietly, just happily. And somehow that's inspiring, to enjoy things without overthinking them, to be present without analyzing everything. The next verse starts, soft piano beneath the vocals, the sound of patience, the sound of trust, the sound of knowing that progress doesn't need to be loud. A train crosses somewhere beyond the skyline, its distant sound carried by the wind, then fading completely, leaving behind a calm silence, the kind that helps you hear yourself, not your worries, not your deadlines, yourself. The stars begin appearing through breaks in the clouds, tiny lights scattered across the darkness. No competition, no urgency, just existing exactly where they belong. Maybe we're allowed to do that too, to stop measuring, to stop comparing, to stop rushing, and simply continue. The city grows quieter with every block, restaurants closing, signs switching off, traffic thinning out, yet somehow the night feels fuller, not emptier, full of possibilities. possibilities, full of stories, full of unnoticed beauty. The final course arrives bigger than before, but still warm, still comfortable, still gentle, like a reminder rather than a celebration. The reminder that life doesn't need to be extraordinary every day. Some days are meant for growth, some days are meant for effort, and some nights are meant for this. Walking slowly, listening carefully, breathing deeply, appreciating what already exists. I reach the end of the street, turn one final corner and pause for a second. The skyline behind me, the music still playing, the cool air surrounding everything. And in that moment, with no grand revelation, no dramatic ending, no perfect answer, I feel completely at peace, like the night gave me exactly what I needed, without me ever having to ask. The laundromat sign is glowing red at the end of a nearly empty street. A radio plays through an open doorway, mixing with the sound of tires on wet pavement. The sky turned dark hours ago, but the city still holds a little light, like it isn't ready to let the day go, like it wants one more song before sleeping. I walk past rows of parked cars, past closed shops and quiet windows. The night feels larger than usual, not lonely, just wide, like there's room for every thought I've been carrying. A melody starts inside my headphones, soft synths, gentle rhythm, the kind of track that doesn't rush anywhere, and suddenly neither do I. A vending machine hums beside a bus stop, its bright colors reflecting on the sidewalk. Someone sits alone scrolling through old photos, smiling at something nobody else can see. That makes me smile too. How memories can appear out of nowhere and completely change the mood of an evening. The breeze smells like rain that never arrived, cool, clean, full of possibility. I think every season has a sound. Summer sounds like distant laughter, autumn sounds like leaves under sneakers, winter sounds like heaters and quiet streets. Tonight sounds like this, a slow beat, a moving skyline, and the feeling that everything is exactly where it belongs. The chorus opens wider, warm vocals floating over the melody, like headlights stretching down an empty road. The kind of music that turns ordinary moments into postcards. I stop at a pedestrian bridge, looking down at the traffic below. Cars flowing like streams of light, white in one direction, red in the other. Everyone heading somewhere, everyone carrying a different story. Maybe that's why I love cities. You can feel completely alone and completely connected at the same time. The river reflects the skyline perfectly tonight. Buildings double beneath the surface, reality above, reflection below, both beautiful, neither permanent. A train appears beyond the water, its window shining like moving stars, then vanishes around a bend, gone before I fully notice it. Some moments are like that, tiny, brief, easy to miss, yet somehow unforgettable. The song changes again, bright guitar this time, a rhythm that feels like confidence, not loud confidence, quiet confidence, the kind that grows slowly without needing approval. I remember nights years ago, walking home with friends after long conversations, thinking life would eventually slow down. Funny thing is, life never really slows down. We just get better at noticing it. The trees along the sidewalk move gently, their shadows stretching across the ground. The wind playing through branches like another instrument added to the track. Everything feels synchronized, the lights, the music, the weather, my thoughts. But once nothing feels rushed, the moon peeks through scattered clouds, bright enough to catch attention, soft enough to feel comforting. I wonder how many people are looking at it right now. From balconies, from buses, from rooftops, from bedroom windows, it's nice knowing we're all beneath the same sky. Even when our stories are different, a small bakery is preparing for tomorrow morning. Lights still on inside, someone arranging trays behind the glass, working quietly while most of the city sleeps. There is something beautiful about dedication, the kind nobody applauds, the kind that happens because someone cares. The playlist reaches another chorus, larger now, more open, like the feeling, the breathing fresh air after a long day. I realize I've been smiling for the last few minutes, not because anything incredible happened, because nothing needed to. The night itself is enough. The walk is enough, the music is enough, the moment is enough. The skyline begins fading behind me as I continue toward home. Street by street, light by light, song by song, the stars become clearer overhead. The traffic becomes quieter below. The city becomes softer around me. And somewhere between the rhythm and the silence, I find a feeling that's hard to describe. Part gratitude, part peace, part excitement for tomorrow. The final notes begin to fade. The road ahead grows familiar. The night grows deeper, and I keep walking without wanting to skip ahead, because some evenings aren't meant to be remembered later, and meant to be fully lived while they're happening. And tonight feels exactly like one of those nights. The laundromat sign is glowing red at the end of a nearly empty street. A radio plays through an open doorway, mixing with the sound of tires on wet pavement. The sky turned dark hours ago, but the city still holds a little light, like it isn't ready to let the day go, like it wants one more song before sleeping. I walk past rows of parked cars, past closed shops and quiet windows. The night feels larger than usual, not lonely, just wide, like there's room for every thought I've been carrying. A melody starts inside my headphones, soft synths, gentle rhythm, the kind of track that doesn't rush anywhere. And suddenly, neither do I. A vending machine hums beside a bus stop, its bright colors reflecting on the sidewalk. Someone sits alone scrolling through old photos, smiling at something nobody else can see. That makes me smile too, how memories can appear out of nowhere and completely change the mood of an evening. The breeze smells like rain that never arrived. Cool, clean, full of possibility. I think every season has a sound. Summer sounds like distant laughter. Autumn sounds like leaves under sneakers. Winter sounds like heaters in quiet streets. Tonight sounds like this, a slow beat, a moving skyline, and the feeling that everything is exactly where it belongs. The chorus opens wider, warm vocals floating over the melody, like headlights stretching down an empty road. The kind of music that turns ordinary moments into postcards. I stop at a pedestrian bridge, looking down at the traffic below. Cars flowing like streams of light, white in one direction, red in the other. Everyone heading somewhere, everyone carrying a different story. Maybe that's why I love cities. You can feel completely alone and completely connected at the same The river reflects the skyline perfectly tonight. Buildings double beneath the surface. Reality above, reflection below. Both beautiful, neither permanent. A train appears beyond the water, its windows shining like moving stars, then vanishes around a bend. Gone before I fully notice it. Some moments are like that, tiny, brief, easy to miss, yet somehow unforgettable. The song changes again. Bright guitar this time, a rhythm that feels like confidence. Not loud confidence, quiet confidence. The kind that grows slowly, without needing approval. I remember nights years ago, walking home with friends after long conversations, thinking life would eventually slow down. Funny thing is, life never really slows down. We just get better at noticing it. The trees along the sidewalk move gently, their shadows stretching across the ground. The wind playing through branches like another instrument added to the track. Everything feels synchronized, the lights, the music, the weather, my thoughts. For once nothing feels rushed. The moon peeks through scattered clouds, bright enough to catch attention, soft enough to feel comforting. I wonder how many people are looking at it right now. From balconies, from buses, from rooftops, from bedroom windows. It's nice knowing we're all beneath the same sky. Even when our stories are different, a small bakery is preparing for tomorrow morning. Lights still on inside, someone arranging trays behind the glass, working quietly while most of the city sleeps. There is something beautiful about dedication, the kind nobody applauds, the kind that happens because someone cares. The playlist reaches another chorus, larger now, more open, like the feeling of breathing fresh air after a long day. I realize I've been smiling for the last few minutes, not because anything incredible happened, because nothing needed to. The night itself is enough, the walk is enough, the music is enough, the moment is enough. The skyline begins fading behind me as I continue toward home. Street by street, light by light, song by song. The stars become clearer overhead, the traffic becomes quieter below, the city becomes softer around me. And somewhere between the rhythm and the silence, I find a feeling that's hard to describe. Part gratitude, part peace, part excitement for tomorrow. The final notes begin to fade, the road ahead grows familiar. The night grows deeper, and night grows deeper, and night grows deeper, and I keep walking without wanting to skip ahead, because some evenings aren't meant to be remembered later. They're meant to be fully lived while they're happening. And tonight feels exactly like one of those nights.